fixing to have a snowstorm coming in, and we're in Texas. And in March, in February, that was ridiculous. So we've taken some extreme measures around my house. This is my new pipe house. This actually goes around my pipes. This is all 2x4 construction. On the inside, I hit it with the spray foam. And then that protects my pipe. And then this is my heat lamp. Wyatt, flip the switch over there for the power. So I've got that. The cord for my heat lamp comes out. It's sealed in with the foam, so I don't even have to open the top of this in order to turn it on. And then in here, did you turn the switch on? No, my kid's alright, I'm gonna go help him. Oh, he got it. Alright. So that means I can turn my heat lamp on for this. There you go, without even opening it. And then over here, I have a thermometer stuck in there so I can actually see what the temp rating is on the inside, also without opening it. So, the pipe wrap is not actually necessary, but, you know, pipe wrap's good for some stuff, but in Texas we got down to 5, so this blocks the north wind. I've got it on blocks, so actually like down here at the bottom, the water can actually flow under it. I can block that off if I need to. Alright, so we are now traveling to the backyard. Our getting ready is a little bit different now than it used to be. So now I've got that plugged in over there, and then this setup is very similar. It's got a hinge top, it's got the spray foam, it's got the heat lamp inside it now. So this box protects my back faucet. Now it turns out, I didn't know this at the beginning of the storm last year, but this is actually the main supply of water for the whole house, so keeping that warm is really important. Now we move to my pump house. Now in my pump house, this is pretty extreme. So I'm gonna put a fancier latch on it. I hadn't had time. We got sick, and you can't go to the hardware store when you're sick, so right now it's just a bungee cord, but that is actually not the main part that I'm trying to show you guys. So we open this up. Let's see, this is my old pump house, this little plastic walled thing in here. But I built this structure around it, so it's got plywood walls, 4x4s. I've got the swinging barn doors on the front. It's got metal siding, metal roof. And then this spot looks like junk right now. I want to move this around a little bit, but this is actually a spot for my generator to sit so it's protected from the rain. Because last time during the storm we found out that your generator, you're not supposed to run it in the rain. So under here it's protected. And then there's a little bit of a gap here, so I can actually run power cords through there. I've set up my well so I can actually run it on generator power. You can have an electrician do this. If you're handy, you can do it yourself. This box, I can turn off main power and switch to generator power if I want to. It's also real handy for just shutting off the power on the well in case you have busted pipes like we did last year. Last year you could see the pipes aren't even all the way in the pipe house. So this year all this is enclosed. And then my wall for the generator over here is actually north facing, which means this wall here takes the north wind. My pump house doesn't even catch the north wind on its wall. Hold on, I'm going to pause this and open this up. Alright, this is the old door for the old pump house, which I'm still leaving on here. I intend to get rid of it, but I haven't yet. So here, this outlet is actually set so it only comes on when it's below 40 degrees. And if it's below 40 degrees, this power strip is plugged into it. And it turns on my heat lamp and it turns on this space heater. So that means that if it's below 40 in here, this will just turn on and start working. And I'm going to open this up a little bit. And that way the heater blowing in there is also going to get to these pipes over here. So that is my new and improved pump house. When doing metal, these screws have like a little rubber gasket deal on it to make sure they don't leak. On top for the roof, it's plywood. And then on top of the plywood, we did the tar paper. And then on top of the tar paper, we did the metal. Here's my turkeys. Hello, hello turkeys. You got nothing to say, Tina? They get very camera shy. What do you think, Ricky? Blub, 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 blub. Nothing. They're all quiet. That's amazing. They're never quiet. Alright, so anyway, that's the roof. We come around here. This is the back side. Hey, Wyatt. He needs to go back inside. It's too cold for him out here.
They're gonna try to attack.
Well, just ignore them and walk like a boss. Alright, so this is my back. You can see here on the corners, I just bent the metal around and wrapped it. I kind of like the soft wrap instead of the hard corners. So that gives you a pretty good idea. Also, since I don't want to melt snow for toilet water, I've got this feed trough. And I am fixing to flip this trough over and fill it with water over there in case I need to flush the toilet or something. But I shouldn't need to because all this should do way better than my pump house last year. So anyway, that's about what it looks like. Alright, this is what I have it plugged into. So, plug in thermostat, Econo Home, and it's an analog control. I wanted that instead of a digital. So it's got plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius. I'm not going to switch that to Fahrenheit for you right now. But that one right here, 125, 60. So this basically, it comes with the default. So you've got the temperature there, you've got off and on, and then a plug. And then it plugs into the outlet. So it plugs straight into the outlet. And then it's got a default to where right now at the factory it comes set so that if something drops below the temperature you've selected right there on the dial, then it turns on. But you can open the top of it and flip a super tiny switch and make it turn on if things are too hot if you want. But I wanted this for freezing. And I just got this on Amazon, so I don't know, made in China. Is that gonna keep us alive? Well, hopefully. If you don't trust the thing, you can just go out and turn it on. But I wanted it to just automatically kick on, so I didn't have to like open the pump house. I plan on putting a thermometer on the outside of my pump house to tell me what the inside is, but I haven't done that yet because I want to be able to see if it's warm enough in there without opening the door and making it freezing. So anyway, there you guys go. Other lessons learned from the storm. I have 2 generators. Turns out if you don't run your generator for too long, it's not very good it's hard to get it started. So once every couple months I pull my generator out, fire it up, make sure it's good to go, run it for a bit. Before winter happened, I gave both my generators an oil change and ran them for an hour or so just to keep all the stuff in the engine running nice and smooth. It took me too long to get things set up, and it was hard to read the instruction manual in the dark, so right here on the top with a Sharpie I wrote the stuff that I need out of the owner's manual. So it's a 4-cycle, it needs 1030 oil, and it runs for about 4 hours on each gallon. I put similar markings on my other generator. It's a gas hog, so it only gets like an hour and a half off each gallon. And if the power's out, the gas station doesn't work, so that's important to know. And since that is the case, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 5-gallon gas tanks, and I just kind of keep them in stock. I keep the funnel on top of the one that I'm using so that I can rotate them in, first out. And that way you don't have expired bad gas, but it also means I've got 20 gallons of gas ready for my generator. And I just use these to fill up my lawnmower. John Deere. So that keeps the gas fresh, because if you leave gas sitting for too long, it's not fresh. So anyway, we also stocked up on necessary things like food and water so that I don't have to go to the store tomorrow. And we're in my workshop. Don't be judging. It is kind of cluttered with stuff because I'm working on things. But I bought extra pipe wrap before it was cold. And then I also bought spare heat lamps. Also before it got cold. And then over here, in the bottom here, is my plumbing drawer. And in my plumbing drawer, I actually bought 6 of everything that I needed in order to fix my plumbing last time. So, that was super important. So, anyway.